Hi, I'm Karen Russell, and I'm with Alan Walls, and we're going to go over the posture of the asana, Ashta Chundrasana, high crescent lunge. So this is one of those postures that we do a lot, in especially flow classes, because you can flow through many postures in this posture, but it takes a lot of balance. So we'll go over the asana points so that you can learn how to balance a little better so that you can go with ease in this posture. We're going to start from downward facing dog. And then Alan's going to come into a low lunge. And remember, if you need help bringing that leg to the low lunge, you can always lift it and carry it. And let's work on our checkpoints here, especially this posture. So what happens is many people will do their low lunge and they'll be on a tightrope. That back leg will be too far back, and so when they come up to do crescent, they don't have the stability. So always check, are you hip width apart? Is that back foot, wide enough? Is the front foot wide enough? Take a moment, draw the left hip back. His left leg is forward, so usually you have to draw the left hip back. Good. His hips are nice and level and square, right? Draw the shoulders back and down. And we're going to come up slow by rooting down. Remember, we want to get into a practice where we root down. He's just going to bring each hands on his hip, and as he starts to draw the navel in, that will lift the chest. Remember that idea of a little bit of Uddiyana Bandha, not a huge navel thrust, but that little bit of thrust in the navel will lift the chest. Now I'm going to ask him to bend his back knee slightly. So sometimes if you feel like your hips are uneven, you can bend the back knee, level the hips, so he would draw the left hip back just a little bit. Now I want you to straighten the leg by pushing through the inner thigh, out through the heel. It's huge. Now once you keep that, you can keep your hands on the hips, or you can start to bring one arm up at a time, slowly. So the same as in Anjaneyasana, you don't let go of the pelvic floor. The same. The first platform, front heel, scissor to the back toes. Feel like you're squeezing a ball in the middle. Draw the navel in, flesh the buttocks down to the heel, shoulders down. His thumbs are reaching back to open up the shoulder girdle. His focus is soft, right? And then taking a deep breath in, coming out of this posture. If you can come out of it just as slow as you went in, you'll get really strong. If you can come out of it flat back by reaching forward, and then going through a vinyasa, then he's a happy camper, I think. Yeah? Good. So remember, take the opportunity to come out of the posture as much as you go into the posture. Now, what if you're in crescent and it's just hard for you to hold? Well, Alan's going to show you you can have the blocks there. Why everybody else is maybe bringing their whole arms up, you can just stay right there into a deep low lunge, right? Then, if you feel like you want to come up, you can maybe bend the back knee and start to come up slow, and just stay with the knee bent, right? And you can just keep your arms on your hips. So I want you to feel empowered, right? It's not about the end result of the posture. Here's a beautiful option. So if you're in a class and you're doing a lot of crescent and everybody's holding, and you're just like, I can't do that, bring your hands on your hips, stabilize, make your stance a little wider. And then as you exhale, you can do the modified vinyasa. So as he exhales, he can go through knees, chest, chin, right? Move the blocks away, and he can go to knees, chest, chin. He doesn't have to do what everybody else is doing in the class, say if you're doing a flow class, right? Come back and down. And then take a deep breath in, out. And then exhale, just rest, lower the knees down. So high crescent lunge. Ashta Chundrasana, wonderful pose. You can use it through the flow. It's great all on its own. It really will open up the hips, open up the chest, the heart. Huge for balancing. So that's why it's important you work your feet, right? And then have fun with it. There's a lot of different things you can do with this posture. and you can also modify. So enjoy your posture, Ashta Chundrasana, high crescent lunge.